How's it going, Clyde? Hope you're all well. I'm doing fabulous. This past weekend, I just took a trip to one of my dream destinations, and that's Sochi. 2 weeks ago, I had my birthday, and for a gift, Katya decided to surprise me with a trip there. So she booked flights, got a hotel room, and off we went. Unfortunately, we couldn't stay very long due to time constraints with university and such, so we had to just make it a long weekend. But still, it was amazing, it was awesome. There was a lot to see and a lot to do there.
Oh, baby.
This particular weekend, there was actually two events going on. One was Woogly Boogly. Woogly Boogly. Woogle Boogle. Who the hell knows how to say it? I'm not entirely sure what this event was, but all I know is that they broke a world record of the most skiers being in bikinis. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that on video because we actually were somewhere else filming at the time. Sorry guys, next time, I promise. So anyways, at the same time, there was the Quiksilver New Star camp going on, and what that is it's just a giant, it was really just a giant festival for skiers and snowboarders, and there was competitions, there was people there riding skidoos around, there was people, I saw a guy paragliding, which was cool. There was actually a lot of people paragliding all day around the mountain. There was people drinking, there was people dancing, there was people dressed up in costumes, people weren't wearing any clothes at all. And yeah, it was like something you see in all those like college party movies, shows, I don't know, whatever. But it was just something unreal, and I'm really fortunate I got to be part of it. This was the kind of event that you didn't have to be a skier or a snowboarder to go to. You could not do anything. You could just show up, ready to drink, ready to have a good time, and you could do anything. You could go, even actually, it was really cool. One thing I noticed about this mountain was that, and I don't know if it was just for the event, but you didn't have to have skis or a snowboard to go to the top of the mountain or even go up the lift at all. You could simply just buy a lift pass and go up and enjoy the view. Actually, a lot of the events, a lot of the competitions were held up on different levels of the mountain, so you had to go up via the lift. In addition to the general partying that was going on around the area and festivities, there was a talking seminar there with a DJ from LA. His name was DJ Shortcut. And this guy, he was pretty cool, nice guy, he had a lot to say, he answered a lot of questions. The first thing, it was cool to attend something on another interest of mine, which was music. And then secondly, it was pretty comforting to see, you know, have a fellow American there, just someone I could just comfortably, you know, blah, blah, blah English with. So it was cool. Oh, come on. And DJ Shortcut actually performed a show on Sunday that we showed up to, but I don't know, we didn't exactly stay longer than 5 minutes. So yeah, there was a lot to do during the day on the mountain, but at night, there was, I mean, the festivities just didn't stop. I mean, people were out, and we just, for the hell of it, we ended up going to, there was a club-like thing on the mountain, which was really awesome. There was, it was like an industrial-looking building, and there was a half pipe in there, so there's kids skateboarding, and then like right next to that, there's a DJ table, just, you know, smashing music, people dancing, people having just a great time, and the whole thing kind of felt like a big like sleepover, like a weekend trip with all your friends, because you'd run into the same people like everywhere, and no matter like what scenario we're in, you'd see them, you know, whether it was on the mountain, at a grocery store, or, you know, in the club or something. And that vibe really became apparent, like especially in that club, because like people were dancing, people were like, and everyone was just like, didn't matter who you were, everybody was enjoying their time with each other. And I mean, at one point we had, there was somebody doing, or we had a circle, and there's people just break dancing, and like, you know, everyone's just around like loving it. Sunday, we got to strap in and ride. I have skied and snowboarded plenty of times. I've been doing it since I was about 11 years old. And Katya, it was her first time, but I have to hand it to her. She did amazing. I have never seen anybody strap in a snowboard on the first day and be able to ride and keep up no problem. I mean, yeah, typical, you know, ride and fall, but she held her own, and I'm very proud of her for that. Good job, babe. What you doing? What you doing? Ow! Oh! Oh!
What happened?
Camera just knocked my jaw.
You go fine?
It had been probably 2 or 3 years since I had last put on a snowboard, but 2 or 3 runs and I was good to go.
You're trying.
It came back to me. So from there, we went up to the top of the mountain because I felt extra ballsy. And yeah, it was something unreal.
You all need to be here in person to see this. This is absolutely unreal. This is heaven.
All right, so did about 2 runs. Yeah, 2 runs, and I think I'm ready to do the summit. So here I am. I feel pretty confident. The ride up, it looked all right. It's definitely a tall mountain, 2,300 meters. But I mean, it's the way it goes down. It's more of a gradual decline than any like super steep drops. I mean, there are steep drops, but you can avoid them. So I'm gonna try it and do it. What's the worst that can happen? Should be good. Wish me luck. So after we did the skiing, after we hung out on the mountain, we ended up going down to the base. And I have to say, it's much different from the mountain. The awesome vibe is still there, but it's like, it was like that's winter, like spring is down there. It was warm, it was nice. I didn't even have to wear a sweatshirt, I didn't even have to wear a hat. Like I could have been out in a t-shirt. And I mean, even on the mountain I could have been, just not skiing in it. From there we took a bus all the way down to the Black Sea, and because that's where our airport was.
Bus driver is just hauling ass right now.
Something tells me we made a wrong turn.
Oh crap.
Freaking construction site.
We hung out in Sochi. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to do there, but the weather was perfect. You know, there was palm trees, then you had mountains. Even though there wasn't a lot to do, it was very visually appealing. You had the stadium from the 2014 Winter Olympics, and that was a really cool thing to see in person. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go inside of it because we didn't buy tickets, or yeah, I don't think you had to buy tickets.
Something oddly satisfying about like this area.
Really?
Yeah. Very calming, peaceful. Like the air is really nice here. I like it.
The last few hours, we just spent the rest of the afternoon just down by the seaside. Yeah, we've got the Black Sea right here. I know that, let's see, Russia, Turkey, Bulgaria, what other country? Ukraine, they all border it. So it's pretty massive. And I'm sure it's not the best time of year to go in it, but I'm still gonna go in and stick my feet in just to say I've been in it.
All right, let's drop our bags.
Have you ever seen a beach like that with stones?
It wasn't like a traditional beach that we have back home in America. It wasn't sandy. It was actually just all rocks. So you could lay there. I was laying in my clothes and I wasn't worried about getting dirty or anything, you know, getting covered in sand, which is the most uncomfortable thing in the world to me. So it was cool. The water was a little cold. I just stepped in it just to put my feet in.
Put the jellyfish down. Look at its thingies.
I mean, overall, Sochi was just an absolutely amazing trip. I recommend it. If you haven't been, more specifically to the Russians who see this, if you haven't gone yet, go. And if you're not from Russia and you're from another part of the world, go. It's such a cool thing. You need to see it. It's I can see why a lot of people take vacations there in that part of the world. It's got everything to offer. So yeah, I'm back home. I feel refreshed and hoping to do some more filming. I'm taking requests on what you guys want to hear, any questions, what things you want me to focus on. I got a few comments last time, and I am working on that. So yeah, stick around guys. Thanks for watching. Take care. Love you.